Welcome to Chuck Builds. If you're like me, you're currently suffering from a MyQ outage due to Chamberlain/LiftMaster removing access to their MyQ API. That was a pretty scummy thing to do. I went out of my way when replacing my garage door motor and gate motors to get a new one that had MyQ and thus MyQ Security 2.0 on it. There's been tons of news about it on Facebook, Reddit, all kinds of tech news forums, and other websites such as Forbes are even covering it. It's a pretty big deal because it's affecting a ton of users. MyQ stated that 0.2% of users were using this API, but accounting for half of the API traffic, which I find hard to believe, but regardless, they shouldn't have done it because that's why I purchased your product in the first place. I don't think this is gonna earn them more sales, and it just backs me into a corner of how do I get rid of MyQ forever. Unfortunately for me, my garage door opener is a Security Plus 2.0 version, which really limits my options for replacing MyQ. If you don't have a Security Plus 2.0 version, a Shelly dry contact relay would be great, or something from Connected.io. They have a garage door opener as well. Connected has reached out to me in my previous video when I talked about their products in my home security system. They have stated that they are working on a version that would work with Security 2.0, that they are compliant with the U.S. Federal Product Safety Regulation, and I believe that's about the door opening and closing, doing the proper beeps and alerts before the door closes. I'm going to check that out when it comes out. I do have a connected promo code that is Chuck Builds for 10% off if you have a version that you want to use the connected of the garage door opener. However, that is not what I'm covering in today's video, because in the mail today, I got my Rage Against the Garage Door opener. This is what everybody has been talking about as the primary or most popular replacement for the Security 2.0 garage door opener. There is a 3-week lead time at the time of this recording, and I feel like it might have been a little bit longer than that, so don't hesitate to order if you want one. It does not comply with the federal safety regulations for garage doors though. That's okay for me. I don't have any young kids that I'm really worried about this getting to them, and it's behind another gate. This is a ESP chip. This is specifically an ESP12F on a board to interface with the rest of the garage door opener. You can use MQTT or ESP Home, and we need to flash it before we install it. Sorry for the abrupt jump here. I am editing and have cut up the video into multiple portions. I didn't want to delete this, and I didn't want to put this in front of each of my subsequent videos. As I said earlier, I have 3 RATGDOs. I have the jack shaft door opener in my garage. I have a non-MyQ 2.0 gate with a motor that's my back gate, and then I also have a front gate that is the LiftMaster MyQ Security 2.0 push arm. And all 3 of these had a unique challenge with them. I tried to use Shelly's when possible, and I just couldn't get it to work like I wanted to. I hope that you can see why I stress about self-hosting and having things that are not reliant on servers or a third-party company. MyQ has removed Homebridge, they've removed their API, and I think they're going to be going to a subscription model to use a device that you've already purchased. I think this is ridiculous. I hate this so much. I hate that I'm having to go set all this up and troubleshoot. And it's not easy. They have made it difficult to go through and find adequate replacements, especially for these gate openers where there are not standardized terminals and there's no pinouts for reading the status of the gate. I don't want to waste too much of your time. And so with this video series, I'm going to have this intro part talking about it, about why I think it's scummy and what options are available to you. My part 2 and 3 are likely going to be installing ESP Home and MQTT, and then I'm going to have 3 videos for each of my gates on how to actually install the RATGDO on each gate and their unique situation that we had to overcome with each one. Initially, I had filmed this with the intention of rolling right into a firmware update installation for each RATGDO of showing ESP Home and MQTT. I've been posting on Home Assistant forums and trying to help people out in Facebook groups and Reddit threads, and I'm gonna make these videos to try and help you out and see what your options are of where the wires go, how easy it can be. Stay tuned, buckle up. It's gonna be a couple of videos here, and thanks for your support.